Made for live betting.
Hello guys and welcome to the LOOT.BET Dota Season 1 tournament.
What up?
What up? It's here, D-Swordfish and Lizard on the mic. So, second game between Prius and Unique. How's it going, man?
Going well. I'm trying to find a GoPro Hero 7 selfie stick right now.
What the fuck are you saying? What?
I'm trying to buy it. I've been searching for it in my shitty city for the last 10 days and no one sells that.
Oh, you're trying to buy like second hand?
I mean, I'm trying to find a shop. We literally don't have a shop for it.
Do you not have Amazon in your city?
I need it in... No, I have it, but the shipping is like $50.
Man, I'll give you my Prime. It's okay. You can ship with my Prime. Just tell me. I'll fucking help you out. I'll help you out with the GoPro.
Alright. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
See?
you. I can go back to the draft now. I feel happy.
This is what a good caster does, man. I solve problems, I cast, I do everything.
This is what I do to Killer Pigeon as well. I don't have coffee, Killer Pigeon. I can't cast like this. And then he all goes off, helps the brother out, or leaves me with these swordfish and says, "Lizard, I have a dentist appointment." Like who the hell gives you that excuse? Dentist appointment, for real?
He told me his mouth hurt.
I don't believe him.
Are you serious? Oh my god, oh wow, I felt bad for him. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, draft.
No, I'm kidding. Probably it's true. I actually have a wedding in 4 days and I'm gonna be like, "Sorry, Pigeon, I'm going to a dentist." Screw him.
Okay.
Anyway, drafts. On one side, Crystal Maiden and Centaur. On the other, Dark Willow and Oracle. Very interesting. Yeah, and the Troll. Troll plus Oracle.
I mean, I know we said this before for screen, but he really likes drafting out of meta. Like, I know Troll is not the most out of meta hero, but why not? Like, there's heroes in the pool that you can still pick, you know, that are pretty decent carries. Like Wraith King, for example.
There's that Wraith King, yeah. there's that hero.
Picked.
Yeah, I guess he just likes the Troll instead. Kotal picked up by Unique, alright.
That is Unique, man.
Yeah, I think they picked it once before, like yesterday or the day before. I've been watching some games of them. So someone picked Keeper of the Light. I'm not certain if it was them, but whoever it was, they won with it, I think. So it went well.
This is some high-level analysis, man. I can't. This is wow. I reckon the Kotal pick is pretty decent, though. I mean, you have the Blinding Light for the Troll. That's all you need, really. Like that alone is good enough to justify the Kotal pick. Stops battle trance completely.
Blinding Light, and then you have the Will-O-Wisp as well, which is pretty neat. So, and with Centaur, I mean, Crystal Maiden can be with him on the lane as well. We'll see what they decide to go for. I usually like the Kotal on the offlane as like that.
Yeah, me too.
Duo much better, yeah, but we'll see.
You can also take advantage of enemy stacks easier if they try to stack near the lane, which is usually common. So.
In any case, they love their mana. You have this little girl giving you mana, you have this old fart on a horse giving you mana. They definitely like a lot of mana. Or
man, Crystal Main's a grown woman. Don't you disrespect my maiden, man.
I mean, look at her next to these guys. Come on.
Actually, though, the Coddle is an old fart. I do agree with that. Did you know, in the lore, the Coddle is the essence of light, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then he took the form of a old man so he can perv on women.
Ah,
That's actually
yeah,
in the lore, man. He's just a genuine pervert, man. He's the weirdest dude in the game. Like, he is the most powerful hero, and he just wants to perv on women.
Yeah, if you're the essence of light or whatever, and you decide to take a form, wouldn't you be something like Brad Pitt or something? You know, like why would you choose to be an old fart?
No, he's a voyeur. He's a voyeur, man. He likes to, just watch in the corner.
Ah, he likes to watch as Crystal Maiden is giving her bat water that replenishes mana to Razor. I get it.
Exactly. Yeah. Which, by the way, I don't know what Razor is, to be honest. I think it's an it.
He's a primordial.
Oh, you're playing auto chess as well. I see. Okay. That's broken.
I started a bit. Yo, they're so broken right now.
They're so stupid, man.
Just get the Arc Warden and that's it. GG.
Then we got the primordial pin. The disarm is working. You don't even need Heaven's Halberd.
Just get the Arc Warden. GG.
You know, Arc Warden is actually not that bad of a pick here, especially because you have Chappie. Like, Sand is annoying, but Troll is really weak against him, and Oracle and Dark Willow too.
Meepo is alright too, like these heroes. You think Sand King is good? Nah, Sand King is bad. Troll, nothing special. Same goes for Dark Willow and Oracle. Like, even if they wanted that, the only question is, like, then you would have to send the Razor on the side lane, which is possible too. We'll see what they decide to go for. Arc Warden is also good, as you said. Like, whenever you're picking Arc Warden, you don't want them to have, let's see, Morphling. Alright. Usually when you're picking Arc Warden, you don't want them to have ways of getting on top of you early on easily. So they don't have anything like that. And
I mean, Sand King kind of is the only one that I was thinking, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, but not Sand King is gonna jump you and...
That's it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it. It's not going to be some, I don't know, hero that will jump on top of you and solo kill you instantly.
Like Storm.
So. Yeah. Priest, let's see, they need their midder. They know that they're playing into a Razor or Morphling. Lina most likely still makes the most sense for me. It's a hero that can lane versus Razor and is good versus Morphling.
Monkey King.
Excuse me? Screen?
I'm sorry I laughed, but it's just he just said a hero that can lane against Razor, and they're like, oh, I hear you, man. Monkey King, that's the hero.
I mean, I've seen this lane sometimes even go 50-50, sometimes even in favor of Monkey versus Razor. Sometimes. But very rarely. Usually it's the Razor that just straight up wins it. So I don't... I mean, you could put Morphling mid and then Razor versus Troll or even Sand King. But why would you do that when you can just own it with Razor? I mean, I don't know.
I think with the new Monkey King, because we don't see Monkey King as often ever since they changed the lifesteal. But like, so now the current Monkey King doesn't have enough lifesteal to actually, fight you head on until like level 3 when he has level 2 Jinko Mastery. Razor takes away your damage, so you need level 5, and Razor will have Static Link level 3 by then. It's a bit tough.
Definitely. I mean, Razor should win this easily. We'll see.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, trying to see the advantage of the Monkey King. I can't find it. I'm sorry. Here you go. You can
take this.
Take my analysis, please.
Take this away from me. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, I feel the same way. Again, I think that Unique has a more solid lineup with this choppy morphing that will... I mean, if they don't close the lane super hard, Priest, if this Razor doesn't completely destroy Shisui, I think Priest Gaming can take it. They still have Oracle plus Troll. That's a pretty strong combination, even versus Blinding Light. It's a more even draft than the last one, I would say, overall. I would still favor Unique a little bit, but it all comes down on that mid lane and what happens there, in my opinion. If that Monkey gets crushed, this game is done. If Monkey gets a good lane and then he can rotate around and create space for his whole team and work with these heroes, then they might win. But then again, they're playing into a Morphling who's just a Morphling. So eventually he's gonna blow you up.
I thought this time I could make it into the game, or he didn't make it into the game. Wow.
Oh no, the radio cast. Well, don't worry, guys, because the game is not paused. And we will be watching some
Wait.
Well,
are you
you'll
being
be
sarcastic?
listening.
Is the game actually paused? Yeah, of course I'm listening.
No, it wasn't. It was paused, but yeah, I'm actually going. Can you guess how many mangoes Crystal Maiden is carrying right now? If you guess right, I will PayPal you $10. If you don't guess right, I don't know.
I don't like
You'll
this. I don't want the no guess right.
like it's very difficult to guess, I guess, but
Okay. Is she carrying 5 mangoes?
no. Your guess was incorrect, sir. You owe me $10.
God damn it! I thought I was winning money by casting turns on a
But listen, I will not take those $10 away from you because you were really close. She's carrying 6
Are
mangoes.
you serious?
Yeah.
Full mango maiden, man.
Well, she has 6 tangos as well, and then 6 mangoes with 1 in the backpack. So technically, you were right. She's carrying 5 mangoes in backpack, and 1 in the
See,
whatever.
You just don't understand my genius, man. I'm a step
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. You were 1 step ahead. That's true. Any case, Crystal Maiden right now, like usually you start with a couple of mangoes because the mana pool is so weak. 240 mana, level 1.
Yep.
So you need a couple of mangoes, but this is 6 mangoes. This is something new.
Oh, first try worked, man. I'm in. We're in.
You're in. Nice
Yeah.
for the bounties as well. And this Crystal Maiden isn't going to help Choppy as he feeds the first blood instantly.
Yeah,
But they do get the troll in return.
So first blood, but carry for carry, not that big a deal. However, Caudle, going for this bounty rune, might die as a result. Come on,
Yeah,
Black Archangel.
Brambles.
Come on, Steed, take me away. He's so close. Here's the tree for vision. Oh, no. He's gonna go down.
No. And also Screen is chased by Big Num, but Screen should be fine. He has a salve as well to work with, so nothing can be done to him. Choppy going back to that bottom lane while Troll runs to the top.
Okay, so they're running Caudle. They're running a tri-lane bottom?
I really don't understand it as well.
No, because
Can't-
you go Caudle, you don't go tri-lane, man. Caudle
Yeah,
is the dual
usu-
lane hero.
Yeah, tri-lane with Kotl is usually not something that you want to be having, but right now they're doing exactly that. We'll see if it works out. I guess someone will port top, and Kotl ported bottom, so if anyone goes top, it's going to be the Crystal Maiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sand King is rotating down bottom, so
Maybe they
I
want
don't
to
know.
get a kill early?
They're tri-laning the Dark Willow. It's yeah.
I mean, okay, the first mango gets eaten. He's on to 3, man. Oh, so much for 5 or 6 mangoes. Really? 6 mangoes down to 3 already? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden. That's the problem. You use one Crystal Nova and you're done. I'm expecting someone to go top because this Centaur isn't really having. I mean, they're zoning him quite hard. He's doing all right, but they're still zoning him, messing with him. They forced the salve already.
Now, imagine the Centaur had a Caudle with him. That'd be like, oof. different
That would be
story.
very different, but instead Sido is the
He's
one
dying.
being chased.
They have a mango.
Feed the
for
mango
beginning.
to. Oh,
What are you?
oh, no. What?
Sorry, I almost got
No,
mad
I-
there at the Caudle.
No,
I
I'm
think
mad
he's
as
gonna
well.
die
What the
too.
hell are you doing, man? Like, he was dead for sure if you channeled that for 1 second. But
It's- Especially because it's around this area, right? Which is you don't have a place
Yeah.
space to run away from. Like if you
he
properly
couldn't
angle
dodge it. He
No.
couldn't dodge it. So, yeah, Kotl just a little bit inexperienced. That's all.
it's okay.
That's
Mistakes
one-
happen.
Yeah, when you precast it like that and just let it go instantly, it does nothing. But there, he broke a salve, so that's good.
Yeah, it's true actually. It's much more efficient if you wait for like even 0.1 second something, because it adds enough damage to actually have like a last hit or something.
Yeah, you can actually do some damage. You could kill that Sand King, but he
Yeah.
didn't. Messed up. And what's happening on that mid lane? 11 CS for the Razor, 6 CS for the Monkey King. So, not. I mean, he's doubling him, but not. It's not horrible. It's not like Shisu is completely lost.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, for a Monkey King versus Razor, I know that Shisui didn't pick this lineup, so he's doing pretty well for that, right?
Yeah.
The bottom lane, they're keeping this tri lane going, and I'm just disappointed a bit in this tri lane, to be honest. I think they could do better with this. At least they're getting Morphling farm, and that's fine. But Troll is out farming the Morphling, obviously.
And Centaur has 5 CS.
Yep. Well,
That's the
Senking
thing.
has 3, but
Yeah, but you're investing 1 hero on one side and 2 on the others. I don't know. I guess that trade-off works for you, but I'd much rather have level 6 Centaur with brown boots, then level 6 Sand King with brown boots. You know what I mean? Like Centaur pops his ulti, he's already useful a bit. Sand King just does nothing.
I mean, I would say here as well that it's also the troll versus Morphling, right? Like Morphling does need the levels early as well, whereas Troll's getting a pretty decent amount of experience. You're sacrificing your supports as well. Like both the Dark Willow and the Oracle are getting decent experience, whereas Kotl and Crystal Maiden are lagging behind. And Kotl really needs those levels.
Kotl loves levels, loves those stacks, levels, stuff like that. Well, right now he's not really accomplishing much. And there we go. They heard us. Finally they do it.
Because there's delay in the cast, this makes sense.
Yeah. They're just listening to the stream and waiting for these brilliant ideas to copy them, right?
Yeah.
That's all. Mid lane, 20 CS on the Razor, 15 on the Monkey. So Monkey, like, he's not winning the lane by any stretch, but...
This is the issue as well with Monkey.
Let's see.
It's one last hit from Pikachu, but good. Bramble Maze saves his life. Now,
You need to
Monkey
be
King
careful.
can't go up to the high ground, though, because he would die there.
Yeah, plus 114 damage. He hits way too hard. Can't chase him.
Yep. The thing is, though, like this is what I was mentioning as well for the Monkey King lane, is that on top of the fact that you obviously win the lane with Static Link, if you max it, he has no damage for Boundless Strike either, so your healing and your stun is useless. Because it depends on your damage. That's like a massive deterrent to the Monkey King.
Did you know that if you suck so much damage, it goes into negative for Monkey? He heals you with the bonus.
Yeah, actually, I don't think that's true.
No, I'm just lying.
Did you know though? I have a good fun fact related to this. If you suck enough damage and someone has negative damage and they attack an Abaddon, which has borrowed time on, you deal damage to him.
You deal damage to him. I think I've heard that one. I'm not certain. But
That's true. I tried it in a pub, man. Well, when I said tried it is I got destroyed by Razor in a pub, and it happened.
It happened.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, like this is how my brain works. I don't remember stuff when it comes to Dota and these small things. I just try to remember if it happened to me or not. You know, if it happened, I know what's up. If it didn't, like, I don't know if it works or not. That's it.
Yeah.
I guess after you play so many games, everything that could happen happened already. Like very rarely do you see something new. Oh, Shisui should be fine.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. When I play Dota, maybe it's because it's at my level, but I see people doing new things all the time. They never work, they're terrible, but like I'm always surprised by the new lows of human stupidity people can reach.
I mean, you can call it stupidity, but like it doesn't. Like sometimes 4K is the most fun, or 3K, 4K. I don't know that range because people do.
Yeah.
People test stuff, you know. In my rank, like you very rarely see new stuff. The only time you see something new is when something is broken, you know.
Okay.
And then there's like 20 players just spamming that hero because it's broken and they want free MMR and that's it. I guess lower down you go, there's people experimenting. I had this friend of mine, he would literally like experiment all the time on 4K, 5K, and like 50% of his experiments would end up in bullshit, but 50% sometimes he would actually like find out something new. He would make a new item build for some hero and it would work. And like 6 months later you would see it in pro games.
That's
6 months, 4K, yeah.
Okay, mid lane, Pikachu going for the first kill onto the Monkey King, evades some damage, not good enough. Razor obviously kills him. He actually doesn't even need to max Static Link, which is kind of sad.
Screen is dead here.
Yeah.
Screen will just die.
1 point in Plasma Field just to guarantee this kill.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He ported and then he instantly knew he screwed up and he tried to go back, but then he went back into the Razor and just died instantly.
Okay, in the top lane they're also attacking B-Tune here. I don't think you should start hitting the Centaur. I don't know if that's gonna work out, man. Retaliate's a thing.
He has ulti though on Troll, so
Okay.
I guess he's thinking I'll be fine. Monkey.
That's crazy.
Is there Stampede? Yeah, there's no Stampede, so that little maiden.
So, just going back to the Razor point I was gonna make is that usually when Razor wins the lane, like if you want to win it really hard, you go for multiple points Static Link. Unstable Current usually tends to be the more like I want to farm build. But when you only need to commit 2 points Static Link and you can max Unstable Current, you have the best of both worlds. It's like
They're going on a mid.
I don't think he's gonna die though. Look at this Monkey King do nothing. He's actually under the tower as well. Look at that.
Oh god.
Don't mess with my Pikachu.
Hey!
Let's go, Pikachu. Time to KO.
Ghost!
Dark Willow.
Use your lightning zap.
What? What is that? It's called Thundershock, you fucking nerd. Jesus Christ.
I mean, he's Pikachu and he's playing Razor. Come on, that's awesome.
That's true. I didn't think of that actually. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Just saw it.
Very flavorful. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with that. That's great. Anyway, Pikachu and Unique, they got quite handled by some teams in the last few days, and now they're handling Breeze stack quite hard. Like there's a lot of different leveled teams in this tournament right now. Like FlyToMoon, I believe, is probably looking to be the strongest, and I don't know, Breeze, with what they've shown so far, at least look the weakest.
Yeah. I mean, there's some like teams that can surprise, like Hippomaniacs in the regional qualifiers.
Oh yeah.
I was very surprised. I mean, not surprised though, pleasantly surprised, right? Like they really well.
I casted them. I casted some Spanish boys as well. Some team that's from Spain.
Are you sure? I don't
your-
think we have those, man.
Your boys? No, they were on the WCG.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Athens. So Hippomaniacs were there. Spanish boys were there as well. They lost they won 1 game out of 8, something like that. Or 1 out of 7, something like that. They didn't really have the greatest time there. Just like this Monkey King on mid lane isn't having the greatest time.
He's getting decimated by Pikachu, and I don't think even Caudle needs to help out here. In fact, I think Caudle sacrificed himself for nothing here. Blinding Light, though, helps him out, but they're still hitting him with the magical damage. And
Razor's
here he comes.
coming, though.
Pikachu, do not kill my Caudle.
Why do you Fate Edict yourself instead of Fate Edicting the Razor? I mean, it wouldn't help him. He'd die anyway, but yeah.
Actually, that's a very good point. I was thinking, like, in my mind, I was generally thinking, oh, of course, because Razor's lightning and lightning is magical. And I was like, oh, right, yeah, Fate Edict.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
He basically his right click is arc lightning from Zeus. That's how it works, right?
Yeah,
And that's
exactly.
I
Yeah,
get it.
It used to be the case in. Oh no, never mind. It was Revenant. No, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I think he was gonna heal himself. In all honesty, I think he was gonna do Purifying Flames combo. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah. He tried. He tried.
He tried.
Didn't really work.
It was really difficult. I don't think you could get away. Pikachu's dominating, and this is the worst case scenario we were talking about earlier. When Pikachu destroys your lane, what do you do? Like, how do you outrun this Razor? How do you stop the Morphling from farming? Because he's getting full space right now from the Razor.
Like you can't. That's the issue. You need to just bring all 5 heroes, I guess. Try and deal with the Razor. He still has only 1500 HP, so perhaps you can take him down.
Yeah, but your troll's also kind of heavily countered by Razor because of Static Link, so...
Yeah.
Okay, this could be the chance though. Razor heals back up with Magic Wand. I'm gonna stun him. Pikachu, you're not God. We're talking him up so much. He got cocky, man. But of course this happened.
There's Stampede on Centaur, so I don't know why that wasn't used a bit earlier to try and save him. But it wasn't
He might
used.
die anyway here. Oh, nice fuck.
No, I think they'll dive. Oh, nice ulti by.
Yeah, Terrorize stops the freezing field. They still have a double edge.
This
And
monkey
Morphling's coming in to actually help him out. The carry joining into a fight. What a waveform by Chappie. Full range
Awesome.
waveform right into the high ground. Great.
Yeah, very on point. Goes in, takes the kill. Like a great involvement by Chappie, and like this Razor is now up again. Hopefully he won't be doing anything as stupid as in that last fight. He did have a really good laning stage, but he also fed 7 kills to Troll. So he basically fed Troll 600 gold, which isn't really that great. And he does counter the Troll, but not in that way. That's not the way to counter him.
Yeah, who would know?
Oh, Monkey. Oh, alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is. Notice Monkey's going for the magic damage build. We see sometimes as Monkey versus Razor, or you max Primal Spring first because it also helps you farm a lot.
Yeah, it helps out with farm quite heavily, right? Especially when you lose the lane.
Yeah,
It's good.
that's good against Razor as well. Like you mentioned, he doesn't have that much health. Like I like the build up for Pikachu. Drums like as a transition item, go straight for BKB, and then you can start being immune to everyone. Oh,
The
Chappie top
BKB is the
lane.
only.
He does shift attribute in time. Is he gonna be okay? Waveforms away.
He's completely fine. You can't take this Morphling down. Not with these heroes. Like you can't take. I don't see how they kill him at the moment. Actually, like how do you kill the Morphling? I don't see any ways. These heroes do not possess the damage that's necessary at the moment. You have the troll with the diffusal now completed. That could help, but it's going to be very difficult. Also,
Yeah.
Centaur with the Vanguard completed and Phase Boots. He also had a good time. So it's a matter of time. Just a matter of time for this Razor to finish off this BKB, and then they start playing S4. They can ignore the Morphling, let him do his own thing, and then go with Razor and get kills. But he might run into them here. They're smoked up, and there's a blink on Seedoy.
Let's see, this is the reveal of the blink, if I'm mistaken. So Razor's not expecting this at all. And a kill on Razor would be very valuable. Can you stop the Space Creator for now? Go in, try to get the Balance Strike. No!
He just scared
Never
him.
doubt yourself, man. There we go. He heard me. Will-O-Wisp was ready though to counter them. He should have doubted this time as Pikachu gets a static link off. The Will-O-Wisp still annoying them. He's going to get the kill on Sinnoh first. In comes the Centaur with a Stampede. The False Promise not going to help V-Tune enough. They destroy screen before they can pop up V-Tune. Doesn't matter how much you thought you could heal there, man. That was clear death.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to kill a Razor like that, if you're trying to kill anyone like that, and you hesitate, you don't use that stun and instantly go on him, you have to back off. You can't continue that attack. If you continue that attack, you're going to lose it 100% because they will counter you. Your surprise effect has been revealed, right? Like you don't have it anymore. So they will port. And in that last game they had a lot of counter initiating ways. In this game they have the same, right? They have the Cotton, yeah, Will-O-Wisp. So good.
I agree. I mean, just because he's next to tier 1, right? If he was like a bit far, maybe you could allow yourself that privilege. But next to tier 1, obviously the TPs will come in. And Coddle didn't even need to TP, by the way. Coddle was already there. They had no vision of him anyway. It was a dangerous fight. Very good Will-O-Wisp though. Very, very good Will-O-Wisp. And this fight allows you to get BKB now on Razor. So now, not only how do you kill Morph, how do you kill Razor, honestly?
I mean, you don't kill him. Basically, they're all CIS and they live nearby. So you send someone to just mess him up a little bit, rough him up, you know?
Alright.
No, like send someone to turn off his PC. It's easy. Like, why not?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Here,
Yeah.
I mean, you do live nearby. I know for a fact they don't live too far away from each other, so...
So you're actually thinking outside the box. In this case, outside the PC box. You're thinking...
Outside of the PC, like, why are we so constrained on this, like, monitor that's in front of us and all of that? Like, we need to be resourceful. That's what they taught us in school, you know, in art class or wherever the hell, I don't know. If you had that teacher that was trying to give you some tips for life, you know, and not only teach you some useless stuff. We all had one of those, so...
One of those good, what do you call them, good teachers? Yeah.
Yeah, the good ones.
Yeah, so, I had one of those. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so he'd probably give you an advice to just go do something different or you're gonna lose. Can't lose in life. It's about winning.
See, they hurt you. Now they're motivated. They try to go for Chappie, but this is why. Chappie still has his PC on, guys. Oh, they're gonna get him though. Chappie, the Will-O-Wisp, the counter initiation's ready, and here's the rest of Unique to bring them down. Dark Willow might be the first to die. They leave the two supports next to the Will-O-Wisp. Go for V-Tune, much more important target. Screw the supports. V-Tune has to die. Yoku dies first, but nobody cares. V-Tune is the target. They're starting to steal away all of his damage. Slow him down even further. V-Tune slowly going to that shrine. Magnificent Boundless Strike stops the attack, but Unique is determined. While the supports die in the backlines, Pikachu still chasing after this troll. He's not going to get what he desires.
You know what they remind me of? Did you ever had that priest, that is? Did you ever had that friend, speaking of motivation, did you have that friend that's like, you know what, I'm so motivated, I'm going to study for this next exam, like I'm going to do so well. And he's motivated, and when the exam comes, he still fails. That's how it looks like. They went for that morphling. They almost got him, but it's just... I don't know. The execution is not there. The damage isn't there too. Unfortunate for them as well, because Troll was doing quite a lot with his ultimate, and he webbed him a couple of times. He ensnared him, but just couldn't control him completely until the end. He gets out. They counter with the Willow and the Stampede again, and they lose yet another fight. Very unfortunate. 6k ahead now for Unique Gaming. 18 minutes in.
It's very
Yep.
rough. What do you do against this? Like I agree. You know, that's a failed attempt. But what can you do better than that, honestly? Because they had a pretty good initiation there. I guess the only thing you can tell them to do is don't fight near tier 1s, but that's really limiting your map entirely.
Yeah.
You punish
You
the
have-
mistakes? Like, do you just get them...
Oh, I mean, it's hard to punish these mistakes. It was easy when Pikachu didn't have BKB, right? But now that he has it, it's very difficult. I think it's more likely that you're going to kill the Morphling than it is that you're going to kill the Razor. And Morphling is almost godlike mode. They almost killed him there, but they didn't manage to. So you just have to keep on trying. Never give up. Stand up. When you get knocked out, just stand up and go for it again, you know? That's it. Never give up, never surrender. Play as 5, maybe. I really...
I love how the motivation turned into a Dota now. So it's like, oh yeah, play as 5, guys. Come on.
Come on, play as 5. That's it. Or Pikachu is going to wreck you.
I don't think playing as 5 will help, to be honest. I mean, like, Pikachu is wrecking V2. What is the courier there? Oh, wow, that is a genius strategy. Did you see? Use the courier, distract Pikachu because they know he has ADHD. That's thinking outside the box.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's all jittery.
Yeah, of course.
That's why he's all jittery. I get it.
Yeah, he's an electric
All
rat.
the electricity. Yeah, all the electricity. I mean, I agree with you. The 5-man won't help.
No.
I did say play as 5 or something because...
As a joke, yeah, I guess.
It's not really a joke. It's like you need to do something, I guess. But this what we're doing right now isn't helping. So...
Try a different strategy.
Try something different.
You like the magic, the pyramid, you know, that tells you like the lines if you shake it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try something different. Okay.
Yeah. Try something new, something wild, unexpected.
Turn off their computers. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, they are waiting for this BKB on Trolls, so perhaps after the BKB is done, they'll be able to do something serious and not just be the laughing stock for the two of us, because until that's completed, they're pretty much useless. Sand King, does he have a whale completed? Oh, he's going for Force next, so Blink Force. No whale, nothing like that to boost their damage output, which they're also lacking, I believe. Dark Willow, with that vessel that is about to be completed, will help out that department a little bit. It definitely helps versus the Morphling, but it's not like the old Morphling when you vessel him and he's just done. Oh, nice smoke reveal by Shisui, but I'm not certain he saw them. It's nighttime.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but they do see the Oracle screen stunned out, and they don't want to fight this. They acknowledge this. They know once screen is like caught out like this, they don't have the perfect initiation, right? They don't want to fight this. Yeah, screen will just die alone. His friends don't want to help him.
Yeah, you saw how they were circling around him. They weren't jumping on top of screen, and that's because they thought Terrorize is going to come out, or maybe some counter initiation by the Sand King. So they took a little bit of time to kill him. Because of that, they did lose 2 bounties on that top lane in a game that they're completely in control. Giving 2 bounties away isn't really perfect, but it's better than feeding a kill or 2. So it's all right.
Yeah.
Morphling, what does he have? Manta and straight into BKB. All right, very defensive build on Choppy as well. I expected him to be a bit more aggro, maybe even an earlier E-Blade or something similar after the Manta, but he goes for BKB. Alright.
He might have also been expecting the Veil on Sand King, so they're expecting to get them like a considerable amount of magical damage boost, and this way you don't die. It's not like you're particularly quite to finish the game. These kind of plays though like Pikachu, this is the kind of thing that condemns you. There's a Terrorize, they can definitely kill, not with a Stampede. No,
he has
Pikachu gets away.
BKB still.
Here's the counter though. Look at Pikachu.
Death
in his eyes.
You should be careful here.
Yeah, he has BKB though, but he didn't activate it in time, and they get permastun. This is the kind of punishment of mistakes that Prius is looking for. Take down the Crystal Maiden as well. Helping out. Blinding Light first use. Doesn't matter, they still have the Monkey King Jingle Mastery triggered. Will-O-Wisp immediately destroyed. And Sand King comes in with a Burrow Strike, and they finish off LOL with
Yeah, that's one way to throw the game, I guess. Pikachu, he's like... there we go, Black Archangel as well, it seems. Oh, he juked him, but is it going to be enough? No, it won't. And now Centaur is in problems too. They probably won't dive the tanky beast. But this is one way to completely throw a game that you're completely in control of. Like, you do something stupid. It's just stupid with what that Razor did. He has the BKB, but he doesn't want to use it. But at the same time, he likes to act cocky. So he goes and chases them into 3 of them. He gets the... what's it called? He gets the Curse Crown on himself, and he's waiting it out, thinking, should I BKB, should I not? Sand King doesn't really let him. Doesn't give him the opportunity to think about it. Stuns him, Curse Crown connects, and then they kill him off in a second. So, pretty, I don't know, reckless plays by Pikachu there.
That's the word, reckless. I agree. I mean, if you're just gonna go in just after the BKB, have the balls to do it. You know, commit to it.
The thing is, he's not fast enough. You know, that's what's his problem. He wants to link the troll, but the troll is faster and it will outrun him. So
no, but like that makes sense. But then back off. You know, take a choice though. Like tell your team especially, because I'm assuming they're talking in comms. Like, guys, I'm gonna fight this. Don't just go and be like, should I fight this? Should I not? Hesitating is what curses most other teams.
Oh, top lane. Morphling went on to Monkey King.
Morphling turned into Monkey King. That's bound to strike, by the way.
We have a monkey on monkey action.
Medicine. Actually has more damage right now as Monkey. There we go. Chappy gets the kill.
Yeah, Bignum tried to steal it, but don't tilt your carry. Trust me. He Shadow Realmed in my game. He Shadow Amuleted just for that, for stealing his kills. So watch out.
Shadow Realmed because like Yu-Gi-Oh and he goes into a Shadow Realm.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
I heard that you were a weeb, so that's why I don't know how it's interesting.
I'm a weeb?
That's what Moxie told me.
I'm done. I'm done with this guys. Goodbye.
They're gonna catch out the Crystal Main in the middle lane, but again, they're struggling to kill these heroes before the rest of the team comes in. They were doing Roshan, but all they stopped. Ooh, nice Will-O-Wisp again. The counter initiation is strong. LOL dies down. But Pikachu's ready to fight here. They gave him extra mana. And activates the BKB in time. This time Terrorize will not be impactful. And they can go and finish off the Roshan now, with Chappie getting a dominating streak as well.
They did force the BKB out, which is a small silver lining for them, but yeah, I don't know if that's good enough. Perhaps if Priest buybacks the Sand King right now, they could even contest, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Come in, there's a double stun, fantastic double stun with the BKB activated on V2, and they can kill Pikachu. Pikachu doesn't have his own BKB. He's gonna go down, Chappie flying to the death. No, he's TPing in the face of danger. Not afraid, but forced to use that 10-second BKB for simple TP. As now, Cheshire Cat chase down? No, they don't care about him. They care about the Roshan.
Yeah, but that's rush for them. That's rush for Priest. That's free rush. Just because of that BKB usage. Pikachu is making a lot of strategical misplays in the game. Like, he's a really good player, talented, but strategically using that BKB to finish off the Sand King. I mean, you could blame the whole team if you use that BKB there to finish off the Sand King, and perhaps you should wait out that BKB before you go into the pit again, because he literally dies in a matter of seconds if he doesn't have it. Also, there's a BKB reveal on the Troll too, which caught them off guard a little bit as well. Now, Troll going for that Linken's next, I guess, to deal with most likely the static link. That is a problem. I see some Trolls going for Dragonlance Pike as well versus that, but Vitune is going for Linken's. And suddenly this game that was quite heavily controlled by Unique isn't any longer, and I think most of the blame goes on the Razor. Usually I don't like to blame players or say it's one individual mistake, but he made a couple of crucial mistakes. His team has been on point, but Razor, even though he crushed that mid lane, had 7-0, fed the first kill to Troll and the second one as well, and now that BKB usage did give them a Sand King kill, but lost them the Aegis and a team fight.
Yeah, but that second kill is definitely, well, not worth it. The Aegis particularly here is quite important because you give it to the Troll, and this Aegis with a normal carry usually means what? Taking maybe a tier 2 too, but with Troll with his pushing power, just give him free carte blanche essentially to just take all the remaining tier 2s and even threaten your tier 3s maybe, because his pushing power is insane. And he committed a BKB much better than the Morphle. Talk about Pikachu in this case, by the way. He's fighting in the middle lane. He seems confident in this fight, but activated BKB in time, acknowledging that he needs it this time. That Wukong's command, if anything, was used to zone him out. Chappie wants more, though. Goes aggressively, does not find anyone.
Again, you use the BKB and you only kill the Oracle. The screen is super happy with that exchange, I believe. You're not dissatisfied with how that went. You bought some time as well for this Lincolns to be completed on the troll. So overall, the game plan, which should have been quite easy for Unique, isn't anymore. I don't think this game is completely in their hands any longer. Razor has no BKB here. Is this a solo kill for Yoku? Oh.
That would have been fantastic if I'd done a solo kill. Sidoi! They blinding light him so he misses the burst strike. Wow, that was so close. That
Yeah,
was
that was
really important kill.
really well played by Kotal.
Look at his build, by the way, on Sidoi. He's going for the Solar Crest on a Sankin.
I mean, Solar Crest is alright. Overall, on anyone right now, if you don't have it, you can buy it. It's good. But yeah, it's his choice, I guess. It is a little bit out there, a little bit different build. We don't even see the
so, you know.
we don't even see the Blink Force build very often anymore.
It's coming to go Veil, Blink, use something.
Yeah.
But he has the mobility. He's full utility, Sanking. What I do like about the Solar Crest build is that it does give him a lot of like consistent high ground push without committing too much, right? Because you Solar Crest the troll and a push, whatever, no big deal.
Yeah.
And that's very useful when you're starting to win the game and you're still not entirely sure how well this will go.
Yeah, and this troll with the Aegis with BKB, well, they're going on that troll, but
I don't think that's a good idea though. We're near the enemy shrine. Monkey King is jumping in. He has low mana though. He wants to participate here. I don't think the troll wants to fight this. He's being chased away by Pikachu. Boundless Strike could have set up for a potential counter.
yeah, they decide to back off. They can't really. Razor was the only one in front for me. They couldn't follow him up, so we just let BKB used by Choppy.
Yeah, he knew he
This could be dangerous.
Out,
Yes, Sand King is following as well.
I think they can catch him regardless.
Maybe with a strike. Oh, Willow was good.
However, notice the difference in the Willows as the game progresses, right? We've seen the Willows that before were like complete counter initiation. We go on you, 5-on-5, we win the team fight, right? And now the Willows are used defensively to save Chappie. Because you need you're no longer in control of the game.
Yeah, they're just used to disengage, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Disengage and run away. Oh, got you.
This is the same area as before. He's forced to use the BKB. Wukon's command, he doubts about it, decides to walk away. This Razor's still scary, let's not forget. Pikachu might have died once or twice, but he's still not a bad hero. A very, very hasty BKB by Crystal Maiden. Maybe not necessary. So a lot of waste of time. Lost Aegis.
Lost the Aegis. Did use that time to farm a couple of items, I guess, on the side of Priest, so they did get that. There are no BKBs on these heroes, and Shisui does go for the Centaur at the same time.
Yeah, Pikachu in trouble. They do have the Fusel Blade still. I think they want to use it now, but use the Battle Trance first. There's the Fusel Blade, Pikachu. They just can't get close to him, though. He evades some of the attacks and gets away. Screen, meanwhile, is not going to be so lucky. Poor guy going to go down to Morphling.
I think they can take down this Morphling with a Troll if he gets tanky enough, if he gets like 1 or 2 more items. The problem for this Troll, though, is the way this game has been going. If he had a different build, I think he'd be much scarier by now. If he had a Maelstrom to start with. I know Diffusal is good, but if he had Maelstrom to start with, he'd have much more farm. Then again, maybe he wouldn't be able to do as much in these team fights. That's all. It's all relative. But considering how well they've been playing the last couple of minutes, he could have been in front of the Morphling, and he is not. Speaking of that Troll.
Yeah, I think he's in trouble. BKB not ready for 10 more seconds. He has no Battle Trance either. V-Tune just walking aimlessly like, what have I done with my life?
No BKB, no Battle Trance.
Yeah, emulating Pikachu right now. That's a pretty crucial kill, actually, because now the tide kind of shifts in Unique's favor. They now have a chance to take an objective to kind of regain a bit of the control they lost in the game. And Chappie's still very farm. He's still a very strong hero in the late.
As soon as he lost the Aegis, they take him down. So pretty good timing as well for them. And you see exactly what you just mentioned. Taking objectives, they instantly go on to the mid lane and take this tier 2. And that's super easy for them. They still have 30 seconds. You have a Centaur, 30 seconds, you go for tier 3 for sure. Monkey King is retting you on the bottom lane, and he's quite fast as well. Already has that tier 3 on 50% HP, so he's actually pushing quite hard. He's gonna take their tower.
Yep.
They haven't rotated anyone to defend that.
They are fighting in the middle lane though. Just a quick kill on Sedoy. And the Terrorize stops him as, at the same time, Prius takes that tier 3 and continue forward. The Will-O-Wisp though stopping the Monkey King, but there's no other reinforcements, just a Coddle against them. There's 2 fights going on right now as the guys at Unique try to take more than just a simple tower. Screen dies, a Troll still being chased off. He wants to kill the Coddle. Troll is being distracted, or sorry, Monkey King's being distracted. It's not working out too well. Pikachu, meanwhile, with the BKBs with him and Chappie, they can now fight this. VTune tries to go in against Chappie. He still has that Battle Trance, uses the BKB, gets the Diffusal Blade charge. There we go. There we go. Battle Trance to hit Pikachu, but he's tanking this very well. And now they get the Sun as well onto the Troll, stopping him and right in his tracks. Wukong's command not too effective from behind. They do find Bignum, I believe.
Crystal Maiden, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bignum was in the back, still using his ultimate. He killed Screen with it. And he bought them some time so they can disengage properly. Overall, considering Troll was dead for such a long time, Monkey King taking that tier 3 on the bottom lane.
Yeah.
That was a small win for them, but then again they bought back the Sand King and the Oracle, which definitely sets these 2 heroes back quite a lot, and they also lost the mid Raxes, so again Unique seems to be completely in control yet again.
Did Morphin just buy Mask of Madness? No, that's crazy. No.
I think it's for Butterfly and perhaps a Titanic. Yeah. You can assemble it, so.
Hey, no. I thought for a second he literally bought Mask of Madness because it showed on my screen, so I was like, that's crazy even for Chappie. Yeah. No, but you're totally right though. They tried to their Unique tried to contest, I guess. Like they tried to just race them, and I think the play here for Monkey King was take the tier 3 and you can back, because you're not going to contest 5 guys pushing it out.
Yeah.
There's no way you're that good, so you have to back once you take the tier 3. It was a good objective. It was a good split push as well.
He got baited by the fact that he had a Carti with him. He had this invincible catapult with him, so he was thinking, all right, we're gonna do it, boy, me and you. He believed, but Kotal ports back, messes with him a little bit, blinding light, Will-O-Wisp, and suddenly you can't. But even forcing one hero to port back is good for him. Then trying to fight didn't work out at the end, and Roche is up. They know it, they see it with that illusion.
I like that they're going for the Shrine first. Take the Roshan Shrine first. No buyback TP for that Shrine. Prius acknowledging this. They try to go for the smoke, cut their way out, and they do manage to get Chappie first. Will-O-Wisp, though, stops them right in their tracks. Terrorize. Now they stop Chappie with the Stampede. He can get away, no problem. And now Wukong's command also gets wasted, sure, as the Will-O-Wisp as well. Wow, Chappie gets a quick kill onto the Oracle. Wants to go even further. Chappie, what are you planning on? They first destroy the Coddle. The Coddle dividing all around. BKBs everywhere, but not much impact from either. They destroy the supports here easily. And now they finally find a nice stump onto 2. They should be able to kill a Troll. V2 uses the Battle Trance immediately, but his damage is being stolen away. Monkey King dies in the meantime, and V2 will not survive this too long. As the Senki comes in with a double man burst strike, gets stolen from Morphling, and immediately used against him.
Yeah, there was also a buyback from Dark Willow, but she never really... That shrine was dead, as you just mentioned, that they killed it before the fight, so they couldn't connect with the Dark Willow. Then again, in that whole team fight, Chappie starts it really well. Turns into Sand King, jumps on the Oracle, stuns him, blows him up. If there's no Oracle, everyone else is an easier kill. But the rest of it was just misplays after misplays from Priest. Dark Willow runs straight into them without Shadow Realm. I don't know exactly why. Sand King blinks way too far away, runs way too far away, then uses his ulti and channels. I think it was like 70 to 80% of Epicenter was used on nothing, and then he blinks in and uses like the last half of a second of it.
It's because Blink got cancelled, I believe. Like they hit him slightly and they got a 3-second delay.
Yeah, maybe it got cancelled by Crystal Maiden or something. Yeah. She was on the same side that he was. And yeah, very unfortunate fight for them, and it's not even necessary. I mean, they can't buy back. They don't have a buyback on Sand King, and in 10 seconds, this is an easy side for Unique.
But this is just how Unique is supposed to work. Like, to me, Priya's lineup was we all peak at the same time, whereas Unique has a nice transition from Razor to Morphling being your main carry. And because of that, Priya's lost, like, they had the peak timing, we saw it. They started winning for a bit, right? With the Troll, Monkey King both being kind of useful. And now they're back to not being as strong. Now it's Morphling's time. And
Yeah, this is definitely Morphling's game at the moment. Butterfly completed with that Skadi as well.
yeah, like he's ready to
And,
fucking. What do you
and
do
he's
against him?
queuing up a Daedalus next. Well, you can't do much. Hope for the best. Hope that this troll gets on top of him and blows him up. But without an MKB, I don't see the possibility of that happening.
No. We've also seen the Razor going for a very tanky build, transitioning from the early like kind of BKB drums of impact into just tankiness, and we've seen Troll having nothing against him. Okay, Chappie walks in between like 4 heroes, dispels the smoke completely, and goes for the one hero he wants to kill, which is the Oracle. Forces False Promise onto himself. And, okay, False Promise will at least save the Oracle. He's able to TP, but you already forced False Promise, I guess, in change for a BKB from the Morphling. Not too concerning. You only need to push 1 tower more. And you kill Dark Willow as well.
You kill Dark Willow. There's the ulti from Shisui. He's channeling it up.
Okay, with the first step as well. Gonna kill Morphling in time. Can't Morph in time. Morphling loses the Aegis. Chappie will come back, but the Will-O-Wisp is giving him some time. They have to destroy it in time. Chappie needs to waveform away. What as he turns into, I can't quite tell. Needs to waveform. Tries to get away, but Chappie dealt a lot of damage. Permastun finally makes it out of there. And now it's turn for Pikachu to start doing some damage. As he destroys Shisui first. Goes for screen second. Sedoi, the third target. He's got to blink out. He makes it out of there in time, but there's one target they can't save, and that's their towers and the racks. Prius, how are you planning on fighting this? There's the Stomp, catch the Troll. Troll with a link that saves himself some damage. Has to BKB himself to safety as they now murder Sedoi in cold blood. Shisui also to the graveyard. That's the GG. No heroes left for Prius but the Troll.
Yep, we got a quick 2-0 here by Unique, even though Pikachu did try to throw it a little bit. He had a few attempts with him rushing into all of them, but I can't blame him. He was 7-0. He was crushing them so hard. Sometimes you feel a little bit too powerful, especially if you're a mid player and then you get a 7-0 start. You'll run into people eventually. You'll try to do something crazy like him. But in that last fight as well, Chappie didn't have a BKB, so they managed to take him down once. Maybe if they managed to take him down 2 times, but they just didn't, and he runs away. Runs away with the series and the game.
Yeah, and that ended up being it for Unique versus Prius. Honestly, Unique with I can say I think it was pretty easy 2-0 for them. I don't think the execution was that far by Prius. Like, they made a couple mistakes, sure, but I think the draft put them in a very difficult position to begin with. It's not necessarily
but I mean, they last picked the Monkey versus the Razor. They thought that guy is going to do great. He didn't, so.
Yeah, it's the 2 last picks as well. The Pugna last time was a bit, And I like Screen's draft. I don't think his draft is bad. I will say more than the draft being bad or whatever. I'll go and say that the drafts are hard to execute. They're much harder to execute. You put a lot of pressure on a team, especially if you've lost the first game. And any small mistake can condemn you. In this case, for example, I think the positioning of the 2 supports and how easy it was to blow them up kind of ruined the game.
Yeah, Morphling just getting on top of them later on as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Just eliminating that Oracle from having any impact using his ultimate.
Well, with that, we say goodbye to game number 1, or series number 1 of the day, guys. We still have 1 more series today, so, stay glued to your seats or come back later. I don't care really what you do, but please come back, guys. We need you. It's going to be Nemiga versus WindAndRain for this amazing LOOT.BET Season 1 Dota tournament. So stay tuned to that. We'll have the same casters. My name is D Swordfish. I've been here with Lizard. We'll go into an hour break in a bit. Enjoy some tunes while we wait for this next game to start up. Until then.